CMPradio.net, man. You already know it's your boy Uncle P, and I'm in the building with my brother,
the good brother.
Go ahead, do your thing.
Pretty much, the good brother. Good morning to all my revolutionary minders on this Saturday morning. Thanks for tuning in. I'm here coming to you live from CMPradio.net. We're going to get this thing kicked off right. Woke up early this morning, feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to be shouting everybody out.
Yes.
Start by saying good morning, Uncle P. How are we living?
Good morning, Brother Marv. How you feeling?
Here,
good,
man.
Brother Marv.
Feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up. That's the first thing. I woke up. And there's some good brothers and sisters out there. Yeah, I know I always use that statement about good brothers and sisters waking up.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that.
Yes, we do.
Because we don't have no control over that.
No, we don't.
At the end of the day, you can't wake yourself up and sleep and say, please make me wake up.
Right.
So starting off in the day, open your eyes, that's a blessing.
If you woke up breathing, you woke up blessed. I say that every morning, bro.
Every morning, I'm going to say this.
My daughter even said it.
Okay, when we wake up blessed, it's less stress.
It's
right?
way less stress.
Because you're going to pull from those fabrics.
Get that microphone close to you, man.
You pull from those fabrics. I'm sorry.
Yeah, come
folks.
on, man.
I'm not
Come on,
soft-spoken
man.
in the morning. I do not want to shock anybody in the household.
Yeah.
The eggs and bacon's getting cooked.
Oh, this is radio, bro. If we shocking people, we shocking
Here we
people.
go. You want me to give some decibels? Well,
Please.
First and foremost, let me give a shout out to it, my fam, awesome wife, son, and most importantly, my two girls who've been begging for me to come back on the air. Parker, here we are. I'm shouting you out.
Thank you.
Spider-Man about here, baby. Logan, Key Lolo. You know y'all my heart, so my soul.
Right.
Rock out. You know my queen at home.
Right.
Me.
Right.
You know, you already know. And finally, my son, who continues to just amaze me in every step of the way.
Come on, man.
I'm going to say it rightfully. I'm going to say it proudly, man, because we don't do enough of this.
No, we don't.
It's the type of vibe that when you tune into Revolutionary Minds, we're going to just make you evolve on all areas. We're going to hit you in your mind.
Yeah.
Right, Uncle P?
Yes, sir.
How about your body?
I'm trying to get my body together.
Okay.
You feel me?
Everybody else, and guess what? We don't gotta have the body like the Baywatch models,
right?
Strolling up and down the beach.
No, I do want. I want the 6-pack. So I started my little workout. You feel me? My walking again. So
health is wealth.
I was walking. You feel me? And then just life, bro. Life hit me, bro. Like I thought I understood what it was like to not have to be.
Okay. Talk to me. Let's here we go, folks. Revolutionary Minders. Good morning once again. I'm your host, the good brother. I'm here with Uncle P.
That's right.
We jump in and listen.
We have a third member of our
Ricks.
crew, Billy Rick. He's not here right now.
But he's here.
You feel me? So if he pop up, we can get it started. We have a very strict. We're trying to stay to a time limit or a beginning time. So we're still supposed to start at 10.
Right.
We didn't really start at 10. That's my fault. Right.
Oh, my good brother Uncle P just kind of segue right into what we're going to be talking about today. Is that accountability that I smell over there in the corner, Uncle Murder?
Absolutely.
Goodness gracious.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Accountability is real for me. I feel like it's not about being sorry.
Okay.
Right? And a lot of people say, oh, man, you're sorry if you keep on saying. No, I apologize if I hurt your feelings. I wasn't trying to hurt your feelings, but at the same time, I'm going to be accountable to what I hurt your feelings about. So talk to me. How did I mess up? What did I not do right? What did I do wrong? Right? Give me the energy that I need, right, to keep on moving.
Well, he knows in that little exchange, nobody holds you accountable even in your remarks. You stop. You paused. And then during that pause, you process. During that processing moment, you already extrapolated the information in your brain. I'm going to use the word, folks. Listen, anybody get used to the good brother here? I do use a lot of good words, not to sound big words, not to sound heavy.
Let's go.
We're going to continue to evolve your mind.
Yes, we do.
Call me the walking, talking thesaurus, if that's what you want to do. I will proudly embrace that title. I am the walking, talking thesaurus. So, hey, I use different words to kind of just educate the people and enlighten their vocabulary because we're not limited. Once again, when you're extrapolating information from your brain, good brother, you came back and held yourself accountable. To be honest, and that's today's subject or topic of the day, our revolutionary people that's coming in to tune in, is the personal accountability, and most importantly, the personal accountability that is held within your inner circle. Let me say it again. Let me preface it so people understand where I'm going at with this. We're talking about personal accountability. But more importantly, the personal accountability that that goes on within your inner circle. And the reason why I'm choosing inner circle, we all know what our inner circle, what we're referring to. I'm talking about your family, the people that you are the most vulnerable to. There you go. Because the ones that you are the most vulnerable to be quite honest, they have a rite of passage. Not even say they have a duty, an obligation to make sure that, hey, I care about you, my loved one. I want to make sure that when you're doing things that are not tied to the fabric of your DNA or of your character, I should have free reign, or as they would say, mea culpa, to check you on it. Unfortunately, that is not happening.
No, it doesn't. Not as often as we would like it to.
And I would like to tackle on why doesn't that happen more often within your inner circle. What I have come up with on one side is getting out your comfort zone. Because when somebody's holding you accountable, they don't feel good. No, not at all. Because holding somebody accountable is like pretty much telling them, bro, sis, you on notice. You're really on notice. Not only are you on notice, but we're watching because you done did something or said something that totally is opposite of what you represent to everybody else. And it can come in many shapes, forms, and sizes. You know, it could be as simple as, I'm going to get to a deep one that the ladies are going to love here, the queens of the world going to love. With the men here that we have. And you know, every man cannot be a straight up stand up dude. You got people that come from all walks of life. Feel me, Uncle P? I want you to follow me with this.
I'm listening, bro. I got my, listen, I'm taking notes.
Okay, you got the notebook, got the notepad,
Absolutely.
the pen, scratching. You know what I mean? That's good. You scratching on the paper, getting this notes so you can
Definitely
dive
taking
in.
notes.
I'm saying, like, with these men in their inner circles, now these men have kids. I have kids myself, you have kids yourself. Right. Here go an easy topic to talk about when it comes to personal accountability for being held accountable. Within some of those circles, you have what I like to call it the phrase, the deadbeat dad. I don't like to use that phrase because there are three sides to a story. His perspective, her perspective, and somewhere in between there's an ugly truth, wherever that may be. Somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose. Right. But in these inner circles, I'm using the deadbeat dad as a good example. Right. Everybody know that this person in your crew is not doing good on that side. And on top of that, he is surrounded by a bunch of men, bunch of kings that are actually not only doing it, but they living it, they permeate it. It's just a way of life. Right. That same circle witness moments when their homie vent about the situation. But knowingly, in the back of their mind, like, I'm gonna have to use this curse word real quick. You ain't ish. I repeat, you ain't ish. It's cliche now, right? Right. We can think it. But in the moments, when is the right time to have those moments where we don't overstep our boundaries and try to tell somebody what they should be doing? Because that's what society has driven this whole accountability piece to nowadays. Right. It's almost like you hold somebody accountable. The person that's receiving that messaging, or as they like to call that, programming, right? They look at it as, well, he or she is trying to tell me what to do. Right. So I use the deadbeat father within his inner circle as a good example so you can visually understand, like, the emotion that go behind that and how difficult it may be for one to approach that guy. I'm going to use the word, he is on fire. His hair is on a flame. He ablaze because all the ills that he's dealing with, the civil war with him and the mother of his child. And then he got to put on a facade to society because everybody know he ain't ish. Right. And even in his moments when he tried to rise up, because there's moments where the ain't ish father, right, who hasn't been held accountable within his circle, hasn't been held in check. Right. He might have that moment where he come in, daddy's home, I'm doing my thing. But in most of those moments, what normally happen? I'm gonna let you think about it for a second.
I don't gotta think about it, I know.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna see if it matches what I'm gonna come up with. What emotion do you feel when you feel like everybody pelting, pop, 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 pop? Now you got this moment where I get to prove to all of you, I'm gonna throw you with the jab, with you with an uppercut. It's a good uppercut because it's all good intentions. I'm doing my part, but then it's not received. Key word. It's not received in the manner that you had anticipated in your head.
So for me, accountability is real.
Yes.
I didn't realize how important it was to be able to talk to my friends.
Yes.
Coming from where I came from, right? Not like I came from anywhere different, but I didn't come from the streets, but I went to the streets.
Could we say that you had a diverse background?
I very diverse, very diverse.
The mainstream way of life,
right?
And then like they call it's the
Right.
gutter.
Right.
The gutter could mean the stuff that ill wills.
Right. So coming from the mainstream of life, understanding like accountability, seeing it every day in my family, right?
Let's educate revolutionary minders, or I'm gonna take a new word. People that's viewing, listening, thank you for all checking in. I don't have the thing in front of me to give personal shout outs. Y'all group, we gonna call y'all the evolutionary minders. Guess what? You had to evolve. When you tune into here, we want you to evolve in both mind, body, and spirit. We want to hit on that vein that's going to get you to think, get them gears going.
Right.
So you can evolve as a person, because when you start a revolution, you rising from the ashes like the phoenix.
Right.
And here you go in your situation. And this is why I'm saying I'm just cutting it up so
No, that's cool.
they can really feel, and literally you're walking them through your headspace.
Right.
Because that was a rise from the ashes like the phoenix moment.
Right.
But
The other way around. Right.
what happened?
So I was trying to hold some brothers accountable recently, and it's like the friendship wasn't what it was supposed to be, and I got that right because we didn't really know each other, right? But we all wanted the same thing.
Yes.
And relationships fell off, and I get it, right? Now that they see it, they're like, oh shit, like maybe we should have did that a little differently. Maybe we could have had a conversation, and that's what I'm saying. I'm always. If anybody knows me, if we got beef, if I did something, I'm always for the conversation.
Always.
I never run from the conversation.
Now, remember last week we talked about those type of conversations.
Right.
I coined a term with that.
Right.
And that term was called crucial conversation.
Yes. Uncomfortable conversation.
Uncomfortable conversation.
Yes.
Those ones that, it could lead to you being in your feelings.
Why wouldn't you want to be in your feelings?
Well, here we go. Now, this is twofold. We were staying on the accountability piece, but understand this, my evolutionary minders, is that we also got to tackle other parts. Just like last week, it's hard to just stay on topic when you rip the Band-Aid off.
Right.
That something that has stitches.
Yep.
You rip a Band-Aid off and there's no stitches there, you're going to bleed out.
You're going to bleed out, right.
It's not that we digress and run around and don't be on point.
Nah, let's keep it.
Sometimes when you're making those moments, you say those key moments,
right?
You got to pause that and you gotta go in that direction because the momentum there. So here we go. I'm saying that to say this because we're going to stay on the personal accountability.
Right.
But one thing that you pointed out as you approach these guys that's very important, and once again, I'm going to need you to chime in as well as my evolutionary minders to chime in with this.
Come on, share this,
You
man.
said trust. I built enough trust with them to be able to
talk to them. Right.
So, as the first thing about being held accountable, you gotta have it is a contract in today's world.
Yes, it is.
This is not yesteryear, folks. Accountable back then was, let me just tell you, you're right and you're wrong. There you go. You take the message, you roll with it, and hopefully you implement that into your lifestyle, and it makes good things arise from that. Unfortunately, because we are now currently living in the cancel culture society. Yes, he took a deep sigh. I'm taking one too. I gotta pause when hard talking points really come to fruition. Unfortunately, because we are in a cancel culture society, nowadays when we use or exercise our right, that freedom of speech, to our people, as far as within our inner circle, that freedom of speech where I can be vulnerable to you, right? Because I trust you.
Right.
I have a relationship with you.
Right.
I have seen our ups and downs. We have survived those trivial times where, for better or worse, we might have a critical impasse where we didn't see eye to eye.
Right.
But the respect, these are all pieces of being accountable.
Yep.
The respect and the trust allow us to get in the space, and I'm going to say this with you, the respect and trust that you had with the couple people that you engaged with recently made you feel comfortable enough to have a conversation.
Absolutely. Why?
That's the main thing about being held accountable, folks. It's holding the conversation. Here we go. Proactive versus reactive.
Oh.
When you're proactive, you're actively involved in whatever
You're
thing
building.
you're doing. You're engaging in it.
Right.
The other party on the other side or parties on the other side, they have to wait for your move.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go, my evolutionary minders. If I have a good brother in my circle, who we know ain't ish on something that we all been standing on, and we have these open conversations, because you know when us men, so I'm going to share with you women,
Right.
us men do have these conversations,
Boy.
unbeknownst to you.
Boy.
We do give a flying, you know what, when it comes to those things. Because when that namesake, that's our namesake, that's our seed. We the progenitor of that, right? So we do have these conversations.
We're supposed to.
And a lot of times these conversations don't happen with who is not in the room.
No.
The person who we're having a conversation about. I repeat, the person who we are not having a conversation about.
Who we are or not.
Who we are having a conversation about.
Okay.
Because it's more comfortable when you get the group of guys or women, whoever. I'm not putting on no sexual gender, but since we're talking about, so y'all can fully.
We can only speak from a man's perspective. I can't speak from a woman's perspective.
We're going to keep on saying that because you still have to make your mind evolve on how us men think. We're not dumb. We hold it down.
We're supposed to.
We are calculating.
Bro.
Our thoughts are very complex.
I don't want to hang out with anybody that's not going to hold me accountable.
So, with that being said, was it easy to have a conversation with everybody but the person, right? It flowed. Everybody was pointing out all the flaws. Yeah, you need to do this, that. I know mine's over at the bar. You ain't even acknowledge your son.
I'm calling him in.
Right. It's okay to have that in your circle because your circle is built on trust, respect.
Right. I don't like talking about people if they're not in the room.
They gotta be in the room.
They gotta be in the room.
In a circle sometimes. Listen, we got some experience of life on our hands.
Right, we do.
Can't always have all the troops in
No,
the
you
room.
can't. You can't.
And sometimes we got a game plan.
Right. Before we get to the absolutely. Yeah, we gotta say something. We gotta say something to him.
Their
we gotta hold him accountable. Right?
Actions might be volatile. So as a team,
beyond volatile,
because you can cut them. You can cut them
so many ways.
But the one that's the most prevalent is the emotional piece. It hurts. It's hot. You dig me? So having that conversation sends the person who we were talking about is so easy to do. But then when it's time to be proactive and bring that to the table. One, let's talk about why is it hard to have group accountability all come at that one person. I mean by group accountability, it's almost like my evolutionary minders, when you think about it, it's like when somebody need to be scared straight and they kind of bring them in the room and everybody in the room, that person done affected or had done something when they was on their ill will tour. And now they got to hear all the ugly truths.
Right.
And that person just don't want to hear. They call it intervention.
Right.
There you go. Right. I don't want to coin that term when we're doing this with our uncomfortable conversations within our circle.
But that's what it is, bro. Like, so, right. It's an intervention.
It's an intervention.
We're trying to figure out how to help someone.
So how do we intervene when, let's be honest, because this is all fantasy where we talking in a sense, because, a bunch of, in all these circles, a bunch of cats just don't openly approach. Especially, I'm going to get...
It depends on the length of friendship. The length of the friendship. Right? It can't be... It can't be a new friendship. It can't be a friendship
one that's been
working together. I'm talking about yesterday I had the pleasure of hanging out with my brother, man. Like, and we were talking about, he was like, I remember when you started hustling and we told you was stupid. We told you was dumb. You remember what you doing? I was like, bro, I'm trying to help. You feel me? Like
somehow, some way.
Oh man, I ain't never gonna do that, man. You tripping. And then, 6 months later they were doing it. You feel me? Like, cause they saw the money in it. Right, I saw the money in it, and I wanted to be a part of that. Now, do I wish? And we both said, if we would have went back to then, we were all smart enough to do something else.
This is Uncle P, right? Introspective.
And if we would have had somebody to really hold us accountable, bro,
oh my goodness,
we would have been okay. But it was the money, right?
The allure.
I was still working. I still had a job, but it was the money. More than there was anything else, right? The money brought respect. Yes. The money brought fear.
See, money. These are all things that also, here we go.
Right.
you see how we tie this thing not only on the friendly side in your own circle with a daily dad,
right.
even tie it into the streets in a sense, not
Absolutely.
to glorify it.
Absolutely. But it's all about the length of the friendship. I can hold you accountable because we go back.
We go back decades.
But I can't hold somebody accountable that I just started working with.
And that's true.
You feel me? Like they're gonna be like, hey, who the fuck is you? You feel me?
Can't. But see, and I think, in my opinion, this is why saying that phrase has become so cliche, because everybody says, we just hold them accountable. I even go back to, I look at some of these young athletes who do these head-numbing, mind-numbing, head-scratching things. They get millions of dollars, right? And I always wonder, like, what was the people in the circle saying to this person during these moments where they had bad judgment?
It was nothing they could say.
It's nothing, but here we go. When you cultivate that from the roots, because remember, I'm talking now, we're looking at a star athlete.
Right.
I'm using these different examples so y'all can clearly see evolutionary minders, how no matter which topic that you go to, which sector, it kind of all flow the same.
It does.
Now we just started with the ain't-ish father, right, who's considered a deadbeat in his inner circle.
Right.
Now we're going to segue to the athlete who, whole life, they saw at some point during progression, this kid gonna be a star.
Right.
We know how it is when it comes to the struggle. There's also another cliche thing which we'll talk to about on another day, but this is not today's conversation, evolutionary minders, right? But coming off that struggle, you know that star athlete, when they make their moment, they get drafted. You see at the draft table, it's the agent, university mom, you see girlfriend, family, see a couple homeboys around the way.
Right.
A lot of times you don't see him.
Dad.
Right. He's going. Right. So we already know the strongest influencer in that young man's life.
Is his mom.
Whose life has changed exponentially.
Right.
Exponentially. We talking about you went from wage.
Nothing to something. Right.
Nothing to something.
That's it.
Nothing to something from wage to
overnight.
Forget a salary, but now this is legacy defining, especially if you sustain at least 5 years.
Right.
Because when you get that next contract, that's legacy defining.
That's done.
Generational wealth, as we always talk about so loosely. Right? So,
and it's amazing, by the way, how many black people have
that resource.
Right? How many black in their hands? Basketball, football. You feel me? Like how many have it, and we're still. But that's a different conversation. We'll get into that on another day. So let's keep on that same thing. This athlete who's just going to be a star, doesn't be a star. Right.
On that journey before they became a star, neighborhood homies, friends, all started latching on.
Absolutely.
Started praising. Now they hold them accountable then because they praise them. That's a different type of accountability. If I keep praising you up, more likely you might keep hearing that voice when you go on the other side, like, everybody see good, I'm not going to do that.
I've never been a yes man.
And now, mind you, the pressure's not that big. It's big, but it's not as big as once you walk out of high school. Now you're a big man on campus.
Right.
And we want to just fast forward that big man on campus. You're ready to get drafted.
Right.
So through all them years of development, you have gotten better, sharper. The world know you more, right?
Right.
Is that circle, now at this juncture in life, you about to get drafted. Has your circle been tough on you like they were back in the day?
No.
Nah. And the reason's been because there's what's to be gained.
I don't give a fuck. See, and that's the difference with me.
Right. So
that's the difference with me. I don't care what's to be gained.
But the world that we
I have to hold you accountable.
The world that we live in, unfortunately, and suffice to say, we do.
Now, without accountability, what happens in that situation, right? You have yes men around you.
Yes.
Right. You don't have people that are holding you accountable to what you need to do. So let's say you're out one night. You got this money. You out and we all out and you hanging. And you got a girlfriend at home, and now you talking to another chick. You feel me? And this chick is a little drunk, so you call somebody over. You like, yo, man, I want her to go back with me. We're going to the hotel.
Right.
Me,
you already shut
being
down.
Being who I am, I'm gonna tap him on the shoulder like, bro, don't do that.
Leave that.
Now, it's on him whether he listens. I'm not gonna stand in his way and push him back and yell at him.
Thanks for making that point.
I'm just gonna drop a gem in his ear. And there's nobody, and I always wanted me as a friend. Right. I said, me as a friend, I could do some great things. I could do some great things.
Yes.
Instead of having yes men around me.
Oh my goodness.
Right? That are just laughing and joking and everything's funny, because in all actuality, you're not protecting the fortune. You're not protecting the home. You're not protecting the castle. You are a part of the enemy, bro, trying to see me fall, because you're not going to let me know. Listen, bro. Listen, she drunk. She might not remember. Let's think about this. Right. You can go home and get the pussy you want. Yeah. You feel me? Like, it's home already waiting for you. And you have enough money to say, you know what, I would like multiple women in the room. And guess what? If she doesn't want to give you that, then there's different ways to go about who you're trying to be.
Now you see
and
how
I
you
get
put
it.
Down, that's all thought
bro,
process.
But that
don't think.
No, they don't.
See, you understand this. This is why accountability is something that you can always talk about every day. We got to talk about it. I'm sure you have heard this on numerous shows in different forms, shapes, sizes, variations, yada, 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 right? But now, knowing that, you just took a scenario. You say you lean over and tell a boy, man, don't do that. Now, let's look at how society perceived that moment. They always say, people in the circle don't say nothing. How come nobody's saying nothing? See, this is what I'm telling you, my evolutionary minders, is that work is being done. I can't sit there and say that people in circles don't say anything, because the world we live in now, is too much going on in this world that when you have a moment to get your tip off, nowadays they are popping off.
Bro.
Literally, they are popping off. And I'm saying that in the most sincerest, humblest way. So I don't got today's society biting their tongue.
We gonna have a conversation before we even go out. Listen, you just got drafted. You have a target on your back. This is what I need you to sign. You see these NDAs? These are non-disclosure agreements.
Yes,
you feel
NDAs,
like,
y'all gotta know these things.
Before you do anything with any female in any hotel or anything, make sure she's sober before she signs this.
Sign the contract.
And sign the fucking contract. Record it.
I gotta record you and say, look, you gotta say it. And
I need you to say it.
Yes.
That will remove every accusation of rape, every accusation of taking something, every accusation of he promised me something else later. I just don't understand why why millionaires don't have somebody around them to say this stuff.
They do. Listen, you just said it. They all have somebody in there. They might not, here we go. I'm going to say this. They may not force the issue, because when you're riding on that train and your man's and gave you a lifestyle where, guess what? If I just continue to agree with this bull, I'm chill. A lot of people not willing to give that up.
Boy.
And that's a conundrum.
He gonna want you around if you are putting
Either
up these.
Here we go. You're more valuable.
Working.
You're more valuable to that person, to that star athlete, when you keeping it 1,000.
Wow.
But it goes back to this having the courage to speak up, because they bite back.
Yeah, they do.
Okay? My main thing is this. Who holds you accountable the most in your inner circle?
Bro.
If you're a parent, it's going to be your kids.
Bro.
That's it.
That's it.
And that's why I say we all get attacked with the accountability. But I'm going to say this to the queens out there. In order to hold that deadbeat, a.k.a. father, accountable, you cannot cut off the kid. That's the only, listen, you got to remember, we talk about, when we say accountability, it's with the people who you are the most vulnerable to. So you outside, not outside. If you're on the inside, but I'm not as vulnerable with you versus to my kids.
Right.
Kids don't gotta say nothing. Just their action alone is non-verbal.
What I do? What's
Cue.
wrong? If you care.
And you feel it, because when you birth a kid, you are kind of in sync with their soul.
Wow. Automatically, so when they're upset,
that weird feeling, you go ask your kid, you all right?
Right, you all right? What's going on, man?
What's going on?
Yo, my son used to hate that, bro. But he
Mm-hmm.
realizes it now. You feel me? When I ask you what's wrong, I know something's wrong. So talk to me. You feel me? Let's open up the. I want you, because this is something I didn't have, bro. So my father died when I was 12 years old. So for 33 years of my life, I was without.
Yes.
You feel me? Like, and you talking about role models. I was looking up the drug dealers, stick up kids.
Here we go. It was only right. Can we just agree that no guidance to a young king.
Right.
In these, I'm not even call it main streets, because that's cliche. Just in this cold world that we live in.
Now, there were some good brothers. Shout out to Rome. Shout out to Will. You feel me? Like, shout out to CJ. Like, they tried.
Formative stages though, P.
But it didn't sit as well as it did like with my cousin.
Right.
You feel me?
Because
This is
now
my
it's another layer.
Right, this is family.
And
He's
now
supposed
we
to look
going
out for me.
from non-blood,
right to blood.
and now we're coming into.
I love him for what he taught me.
Where we're in syncing,
right,
with that DNA.
Right, I love him for what he taught me. I love him for how he told me to be aware and to stand on toes and pay attention to my. He taught me little things that I give to my kids, bro.
Right, and that's all you can do.
That's it.
And I think that when people say we're not holding these people accountable enough, we don't know what that action look like in today's world by holding somebody accountable. Can we agree on that? I repeat, my revolutionary minders out there, evolutionary minders that I named y'all today, think about that for a moment. You know what I mean? Like, yes, a couple decades ago, accountability is the definition is the same.
Yes, it is.
But the implementation of it was way different.
Way different.
Now, fast forward, we're in the 21st century in a world that's oversaturated with all the things that deals with avoidance. I'm gonna say it again. This world is oversaturated with methods to avoid. I'm gonna go back. I see my man over here snickering. See, this man OP got this thing that anytime I drop something that speaks to his darn soul, man, he start growling like a bear because it's the love. He feel that. He understand it. And it's crazy because nowadays you really got to watch how you approach these things.
Yes.
That's the first thing. Because one, you don't want to offend the person that you are. Because here you go. This is how I look at accountability. To me, accountability is a standard that you set for yourself. That's it. And that's me holding myself accountable. So when I'm around those that are not matching my standards, one, if you're not in my circle like that, I mean, I'm not trying to be the savior, right? My thing is, I'm just going to fade off. Because I already know I'm walking into bad juju.
Bad.
And I'm going to see that a mile smoking. I'm not going to mess with it. So there you go. But then you have them other situations where it's very deceptive.
Very.
And the more deception, the more convoluted your mind get, distorted. So by the time somebody that's on a 10, as you said 2 minutes ago, come talk to you, he or she might catch all your ire because your brain is all twisted. Right. You don't want to hear it then.
Right.
This is why people avoid, because the normal thing is, I want to say something, they want to take it personal.
Who?
How often do we hear that when we are dealing with moments of holding those who we care about accountable?
If you are my brother, see, it's different, right? Like I said, like I'm talking about years, ups, downs, ins, outs, overs, throughs, unders, all that good stuff, right? If we're in it, then I should be able to hold you accountable.
I should.
If you've ever said my mother's name,
met my mom,
I should be able to hold you accountable. If my mother ever said hi to you, I should be able. You are my brother. So that was the thing for me. I was like, man, like, why I never hurt anybody, right, for doing crazy things? Because 9 times out of 10, you hid under this cover of being my friend. My mother knew. I know your mother. I could never hurt you if I know your mother. You feel me? I have to be some kind of evil, disrespectful person to do something to you, and I know your mother. Now, what? Your mother crying? I can't live with that. So
it would hit different,
right? So I should be able to hold you accountable, bro. And this is only for your good, bro. I can come to you and tell you, listen, man, we got to shore up on a couple things, right?
Facts. Yes.
What's happening right now? How do you feel right now with the relationship? Right now, I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck. I have a mother of my child, right, who is very disrespectful to me, right? And we yell and we fuss, and I don't have time for that, right? I've been contemplating lately. I blocked her a minute ago.
You don't want your piece to be disturbed.
I'm trying from everything that I've experienced this last year.
Yes,
I'm trying to get that at a point, and you can't just come in and disrupt that, right? You gotta so this summer, I try to take my daughters, get my daughters. I say, I ain't got no money. I'm broke. I ain't gonna have no money.
I said that earlier.
I'm gonna have my kids. I want my kids to be here. I want them to come, right? And then automatically, just I wasn't able to do everything I thought I would be able to do, which disappointed me, what made me upset, but I didn't have no problem with the kids coming here, right?
They spent time with you.
Right, they were here, we were talking, they were laying in the bed with me, we was watching TV, you feel me now? Right. I didn't have no money for no air conditioners, it was hot in this joint, you feel me?
They weren't worried about the heat because they were with dad.
But the parents were. So what happened? Shout out to Chester Education Foundation, man. Miss Elaine Green, you feel me? Like she blessed me with an air conditioner. You feel me? Then they brought me another one. You feel me? But
and now we cool now.
We in here, we cool. Got one off QVC, got two off QVC, so I got them in everywhere, right? Got one downstairs, right? They blessed me, right? So I was able to do that. But it was like the anger, the hostility, everything you coming to me and telling me you want me to do, I don't have no problem with doing. So the kids can't go here, good. We need to communicate though if we can't talk. But I don't like communicating with someone that already doesn't respect me. That doesn't make sense.
It's tough.
Right? And I get it. You're mad at me. I get it. I promised you something.
I did things for you to be mad at me.
I have done tons of things.
But I'm coming to you. We got to move. Now get over it.
I'm coming to you on my knees as a man. And I don't like already, I'm already belittling myself to have a conversation with you. And now you're going to attack me. Now, what happened was my daughter got to talking about something else that didn't really happen, but she told her mom it happened. Her mom called me, said what she said. I didn't like what she said because it was something about somebody else. I didn't like it. You feel me? I told her I didn't like it. When she came to drop her off, I asked her daughter. Her daughter looked at me like I was crazy. I said, hold on, time out. You're in my space now. This is your mother does not control what happens in my space. So if you have an issue, we need to talk about it. Let's talk about it. Brought her in. She still had the same face. I said, all right, go upstairs. I'm going to beat you. I don't hit my daughters, bro.
Psychological warfare.
I don't hit my daughters. But bringing her to a point where she's crying and she's upset.
You accomplish your mission.
Now, mom, not gonna, well, if you're going to come into my space and tell me how to parent, then I need you to take your daughters with you. And it was just that simple, right? I got nothing but love. Like, that song plays in my head. I got nothing but love. I got nothing but love for the mothers of my children, bro. I understand things didn't work out. I want to help out as much as I can. But you have to also let me pour into my cup because for the last 10, 12 years, I've been pouring into everybody else's cup and praying to God that my cup gets filled back up.
Yes.
Last year was a rough ass year, bro.
Very much so.
Rough. Like losing my mother, that was the only person that poured into my cup.
And she held you all the way accountable.
All the way accountable, right? All the way. And she loved me unconditionally, right?
Yes.
I lost that.
Flaws and all.
I'd already lost my dad when I was 12.
Right.
So now, for me, it's just me. It's just you.
Right.
So that shit hurts when we argue, when we fuss. I'm like, oh, can you count? I don't want to yell.
It's trauma.
Bro, like
and that's not part of accountability.
And
it's the trauma piece.
It sends me off to something else, right? So I'm crying to you. I'm telling you, I don't like the way you're talking to me. And if you're going to continue to talk to me like that, I'm going to block you.
That's it. Well, here we go. Even in your most angry moment, look what you did. You held her accountable.
Nah, but she didn't like it.
But listen,
right?
Here we go.
People don't like it.
And let's get back to that. In those moments, I never said the person going to sit there and say, hey, you know what? You right. I'm not going to have no attitude what you just said to me. I'm just going to take it.
Right.
Listen, it is a below the belt, below the waist kind of punch. It's a gut punch.
Yes.
Because anybody got to say, we got to have a talk.
Right.
They already setting the tone. Mm-hmm. Your brain, the alarm's going on, uh-oh, what did I do this time? Mm-hmm. And then now we in this realm of the uncomfortable conversation. And this is where the person that is receiving the information, because we got to talk about that person.
Yes, we do.
We've been talking about the people that's holding accountable.
Yes, we do.
And we're going to talk about the culprit. What is that person going through emotionally? You don't to build up a barrier, to sit there and make the decision, knowing that they are on a path of the point of no return, right? They know that if they keep following their own algorithm, it's not going to work.
Right.
So they outwardly reject new algorithms, which go back into getting out your comfort zone. Or even better yet, I like to quote Michael Jackson's song, The Great Pop King, look at the man or woman in the mirror. Because if you don't want it, here you go. If you can't take it from somebody else, you're damn sure, best believe you should be able to take it from yourself.
Right.
And we all look at that person in the mirror every single day.
Let's say a lot of people don't look in the mirror.
They look in it, but
No,
they're not looking in the
No,
mirror.
they're looking at themselves, how they
Right.
dress, say what I can put on, what I can change, how I can make my teeth
Guess what that
whiter,
look like?
how can I clean my face off. They're not really looking in
Yeah.
the mirror and gaining any substance from it. Like, what kind of man am I?
How can I build on this here?
Every morning, bro.
Yes.
And I ask myself, what kind of man am I going out into the world to be?
Mm-hmm.
And until I can say who I am and what I am, I will not leave this house, bro.
I got to define myself.
And
That's holding yourself accountable to the outside
Bull.
world. It's a process. Here we go. It's a way of life. Like Gatorade, I said it last week. Is it in you, or is it not?
Is it?
Because that's something that when you pull from it, there's no common strain that everybody got the same.
Right.
Right? I'm gonna say it again. There's no common strain, characteristically speaking,
Right.
that any of us have the same when it comes to having a conversation that one gonna break us down emotionally to the point that we either gonna shut down. I'm gonna say it again, break us down emotionally to the point that we either shut down or we get over aggressive and sensitive. So it's like we take everything personal, like you are attacking me.
Wow.
And I always say, pay attention to the person who's giving you the message. Because if somebody that you care about that's in your circle that has shown you nothing but unconditional love,
Right.
and they're saying things from an intentional, loving place, in a space where it allows you, look, I'm not blasting you, I ain't put this on social media, I'm not putting this on a group text, nothing like that. What I'm doing is I'm coming to you and we're having this conversation about a character flaw. And I still love you with those character flaws, right? But those character flaws have gotten to the point that is becoming detrimental in our everyday, our day-to-day.
Right.
If it's not our day-to-day, how about this? I care about you enough to say, it's jacking your day-to-day up.
Wow.
And if your day-to-day is not right, at some point it's going to be the end of your day.
The end of your day.
Because you are, that doesn't mean death. The end of the day mean you down that rabbit hole, no pun intended for my man Billy Ricks here, but you down that rabbit hole and all of a sudden now your opinion is weaponized.
He said he on his way too.
It's weaponized. It's sharp. I mean, when somebody say something that's a ground-shattering, earthquake seismic proportions, you're going to respond in a reactive way when somebody's trying to hold you accountable. And I think that's where we keep swinging on this pendulum. How do we offset that? Once again, my evolutionary mind is we just prefacing accountability, personal accountability within your circle.
Right.
We use some examples. We use the deadbeat dad. We just use the draft day phenom. You know, these are two good, clear-cut examples. And then we didn't really define what accountability was. Because just like last week, we always tie in. We got to stop assuming that everybody's striking on a chord of what the definition or true meaning of accountability is. So what we did last week, Evolutionary Minders, was we broke down a part of good food. That as a metaphor as far as dropping pearls.
Giving good food. Right.
Giving you good food to keep you up, right?
Right.
We want to continue the good food list. And
Absolutely.
Next step, accountability.
Right.
If we want to add to the good food list on the accountability sector, category, what is some good food that we give our evolutionary minders and all our awesome listeners who's tuning into this podcast? What are some good food points when it comes to accountability within your inner circle? And the main thing is to kind of get that out. We got to define what is accountability in today's world now. So I'll start with you, P. If you could define, and the Webster Dictionary came to you and said, we want you to define accountability. I'm not going to say a personal accountability. We're going to break it down. First of all, what is just accountability, if we could define it?
Accountability is holding a person to a certain behavior or response or situation.
And think about it, folks. This is coming off top.
This is not Webster's dictionary.
Right.
This is how I view
off of his
accountability.
Life views.
When somebody holds me
Experiences.
accountable, they're holding me accountable to something that they set and I agreed to.
That's one good
You
one.
feel me?
Right.
They're holding me accountable to something that I set and I agreed to, and they want me to go higher.
That's
right?
it. Elevate.
That's accountability right there, right? So
That's it.
I'm not holding you accountable to what you did last week. I'm holding you accountable to something we agreed to, right? You said this is what you wanted, and you wanted this. I wanted this. You didn't do that. So what do you want me to do, right?
I don't know.
I need to shift that. So accountability is not worrying about your past. Is not worrying about what you did with the other person. Is worrying about what me and you have agreed to. I think it's an agreement, right? And it's an agreement to hold each other accountable to our actions, to our words, to our sayings, to what we do, right? That's the definition of accountability to me.
And I'm gonna say this: it don't always have to be in a verbal agreement either. It's just a agreement that we just know when we see eye to eye, we looking at each other, and whatever topic is being broached, if you outline with it, expecting that other party to say something. I agree with you, P, when it comes to the standard and the expectations. And everybody's standards and expectations are different. They are like a parabola. It's all over the place. Maybe with accountability in today's society, we got to find a common ground that we can start on. I always like to go back to the household. Household is where you get all of your first skills that you kind of bring into the world that you're embarking on. And unfortunately, the reason why accountability is at such an all-time low coincides with how the home, the family structure, is at an all-time low too with communicating. See, I know y'all thought I was gonna go in a different direction with that. I was gonna say something totally different, like, oh, nobody there and no. Communicating. Because even though we don't got the traditional nuclear family from back in yesteryear, where mom and dad is home, and they got the kids and the picket fence and all that, and grandma and them probably, grandparent might live at the house, you still can communicate. That don't ever change. Our language didn't change. We still speak English. So that means that's the common thread that we can all pull from. Unfortunately, people have bad communication skills because one, they don't know how to process the information that they got and break it down thoroughly so they can fully understand what that message was trying to get across. It just don't happen anymore. It's almost like you read a caption. Instead of reading that article, you read a caption and you sum up the article in the caption. The caption is going to capture a quick point, maybe the sexiest point. But when you go into the story, you get to dig deep. So that's the first thing. Common thread accountability is being able to communicate. And we know that the foundation got to come with some form of trust. We got to have trust. I'm doing some research in regards to accountability. It says here, when you're accountable, you are more likely to do some of the following things. First and foremost, for those who are heavy procrastinators, it's going to help you to follow through with your commitments because you're constantly reminding yourself that I got to get this stuff done.
Right.
I'll use a different term because, when you got when you're back against the wall, you're going to say, I got to get this done. Right. There you go. Right. No matter what, today I can't push it to the back. Everything I take second to this here. This is priority number one. I'm not moving from this space into that. So it's already getting you in the focus in the frame of mind that you're organizing your mind to have the free space available in that convoluted mind. So when somebody does approach you, that you don't take it as heavy. I think we all do have a little bit extra baggage in our head.
Yes, we do.
People coming to us or approaching those who are veering off and need to be held accountable, or that person that everybody coming at, there's nothing in that space left to hear anything. We gotta let them get it out first. That's a good talking point, right? Yes, we gotta let them get off of that. Yeah. Before we can even approach he, she, or any we, right? Because all they're gonna do is reject it like a Dikembe Mutombo block shot. Yeah, they're gonna slide out of here. So we gotta do better with that. So we gotta start taking the person who we are trying to fix. It's not so simple as you just give them a blitzkrieg and say, all right, now just do it. We gotta work with that person.
Yes, we do.
We gotta understand that person. We gotta not have sympathy for that person, but we gotta have empathy. We gotta empathize. We gotta feel what that person is going through. Understand through their lenses why are they making these decisions that's totally out of their character. Because deep down they wouldn't be able to give you a clear-cut answer. In that moment, they just like, look, this is how I feel, and I'm doing me.
Right.
They trying to take ownership.
Right.
They are holding themselves accountable. If you don't, because that's what a lot of people say. I'm doing me, man.
Right.
Meaning they know their program.
That's all I know how to do. That's all I know how to do. I was not. And listen, I don't have a problem with saying I was out here living and I was not equipped with the proper tools. I had them. I didn't know I had them. That's the thing, right? Like it's like walking around with a shovel the whole time, one of them collapsible shovels, and you don't know what it is. You feel me? Like you think it's a plate. You feel me? Like, and you using it as a plate, but the whole time you need to dig a hole, and it's a shovel. And I didn't know I had it, and I think if anything, I get hard on myself, and my son, he never has one, because I had these conversations with him, right? What it's like growing up, not knowing what a man is supposed to do, what a man is supposed to say, and still trying to be a man. You feel me? Like I made
with the heavy.
Not mistakes, bro. I made, and they were decisions because I chose them, right? And I was listening to somebody the other day, and they were talking about mistakes are decisions, regardless, right? If you made a mistake, you made a decision. You feel me? So the first way you can own your mistake is to say, that was a decision that I made because I didn't have the proper understanding of what would happen if I kept on doing that, right? So I did, but guess what? It just kept firing. You feel me? Because I was going through something at the time. I didn't want to be here. You feel me? So I thought, man, somebody gonna kill me one day. And it came to a point where I had to make a decision on whether I wanted to live or die. I chose life. You feel me? Like, and it was like that. So I'm not even really built for none of this shit. I don't want, and that's when I gave up. That's when I said, I'm done. I'm done hustling. I don't want to be out there in the street no more. I got to get my life ready, right? In comfort zones. I made myself so uncomfortable, bro.
Right.
Selling whatever I was selling, doing whatever I was doing. I said, nah, I can't keep doing
Something got to give.
I can't keep doing this shit.
Something got to give. And here, as you going on your struggle, I'm just hearing you, even in your darkest moments, you still held yourself accountable. So your story, right, a lot of people can relate to, especially those who have been in the circle where everybody else is pointing at them, trying to hold them accountable. Now, your situation is different because you want to be accountable. So you take mental inventory. There we go, folks. I like to use that word. Mental inventory is when you have an introspective moment about yourself. We talked about looking in the mirror a couple of moments ago and people not really seeing themselves in the mirror. They looking at all the superficial things, all the material stuff, instead of actually looking at themselves. Remember, when you look in the mirror, it's like looking at a ball of clay. You molding yourself. When people are holding you accountable, they are helping to mold you to be the best version of who you are, or the best version of how they see you in the light of you. That's it. When I mean the light of you, meaning this is the optimized version of whatever your name is.
Right.
You're bringing whatever attribute that the Almighty has blessed you with, that's on full display.
Right.
Because your headspace is in a comfortable spot.
Absolutely.
You know that if you happen to fall off, you have a hell of a safety net sitting there to tell you, we're going to catch you, we're going to flip you back into the game, because once we catch you, guess what? Your fall not going to be too far. I repeat, your fall is not going to be too far. You get that? Can you feel that?
I've lived that.
You lived that.
Right.
And you know what I mean when you're falling.
Yes.
You're spiraling.
Yes.
They call it first you fall, then it turns into a free fall.
Right.
The free fall is when the momentum,
right,
the velocity picks up.
Right.
And by the time you hit the ground,
lips flapping, mouth wide,
everything.
like every bug's flying all in your ear.
If you're having a free fall, by the time you even hit the ground and say splat, you're already gone before the ground.
Gone.
I'm using this metaphor mentally, evolutionary.
Right. Can't breathe. You can't breathe.
Your mind is going.
Right.
So that means when he's carrying the inner circle with the deadbeat dad,
right,
we're gonna start there. When that circle, albeit if it's a one-on-one talk, or is it a group intervention, is he really, from what we talked about in this episode, this show, is he or she really ready to hear what's being said?
Sometimes it's about planting a seed, though. A seed is uncomfortable. You can't see a seed. If you dig it up to see the seed, you kill the seed. You feel me? So occasionally, when you're holding somebody accountable, you have to already understand, number one, they're not going to like it. Number two, they're going to get an attitude. Number three, this might end the relationship or the friendship. And number 4, like, but they know, and you planted the seed.
And you feel
you
good
planted
that
the
they
seed.
know.
You planted the seed. Bang. Listen, you need to do a better job at showing up. You feel me? Or you need to do a better job at giving more. Or you need to do a better job at talking to me. I'm not mad at you that you can't do it right now because I understand, right, what's going on. But I need you to do a better job. You plant that seed. And then you gotta have patience.
There you go. Patience is virtue.
Patience, because you want their actions to show better than their words. I don't want somebody to tell me they're going to do better.
I'm tired of
right?
that. I'm tired
I don't listen. I get it.
It's done.
I'm gonna give you time to figure this out, right?
Go ahead, take all the time you need. Take all the time you need.
But I'm telling you, the time ain't going to be forever. And the first time we say we going somewhere and you trying to go, I'm gonna ask you, did you do that? Did you hit that up?
Right.
Did you fix that? Did you talk to that? Are you trying to fix that? And if you got a problem with me asking those questions, don't even come around.
That's half the battle.
Yeah, that's for the fathers that the deadbeat dads. I don't have a problem with holding my brothers accountable, right? Because I love my children.
And that's the main piece.
And that's why I explained what I was dealing with, because it's not because I don't want to do, it's because I can't do. You feel me? Like, and it frustrates me the more I think about it, like what you want from me. You want me to give you something I can't even give myself.
Right. That's the expectation. That's the standard. So
and
technically, the person isn't wrong for putting that on a person, right? In your situation.
Right.
But also being mindful that if you're trying,
right,
acknowledge that.
Right. No.
Remember, at the beginning of the show, I said, did you have that hero moment where your expectation, you thought you did everything, you thought you was here go your moment where you thought you was about to shine and somebody hit you with the
boy, right upside your head.
You just said
it's not good enough.
Right.
You're not doing enough. You got to give more. Right. It was hot. Yeah. I purposely stayed. I mean, this is the beginning of summer. The heat wave hit. I purposely stayed in this joint for 2 days, bro. No. I ain't sweating, bro. Right. Oh, butt ass naked. I'm sorry for cursing.
Right. We get it.
You feel me? BA naked. You feel me? Like getting in the shower.
Right.
For cool and getting back out.
That's the air conditioning.
Bro.
Well, you
laying upstairs in the room, like sweating, no covers, no nothing, fan on.
You were surviving.
It's still like, and I said, and I did that to myself on purpose just to see how my kids would have felt if they were here.
You was being a martyr.
You feel me?
Right.
Guess one thing I learned about being a martyr.
Go ahead, you relate better. I can finish that sentence for you. Because as parents, here you go. Every great parent is a martyr. I repeat my evolutionary minders. Every great parent is a martyr. And a great parent, person across the board, one of the things that they stand on, one of their core pillars, as we've been talking on this show for an hour, is the accountability. We going pretty much in other shows, we'll always bring that up because it's something it's just a part of your everyday fabric. And every day some entity find a way where, the rain is not being checked. We got to chin check these cats out here.
Yes, we do.
We do. And I think that having those uncomfortable conversations, that's the first part. But before we even get to that, I just think the main piece that we haven't been focused on that we talked about today was just kind of understanding what that person going through. Right. You said you made yourself a martyr so you can understand how your kids felt. Right. That's profound. Right. Like that's the best example of holding somebody accountable. I'm gonna jump in the sack with you. You know what? If you going down, I'm going down with you. But I get in the movies. A homie might do that for a homie, but we know in real life, a homie is real, and this homie want to rock out with him, but this homie also got other obligations, like their own situations. They're not going all the way down with you. At some point, we gonna give you sympathy. I'm talking to the person that's being held accountable, right? We're gonna give you sympathy, but on the other side, it got to be fair. You can't burn this out with us just appeasing to you. You got to open your eyes up, open your ears up, and embrace when somebody that you care about is just trying to tell you something that's not condescending. I'm here speaking on the behalf because I love you. That's it. No more, no less.
No more, no less.
I'm not trying to belittle you or embarrass you around your peers. I'm not going to bring this thing up around people that I know that will offset you. But when we're in our private quarters and we're just shooting the breeze like we normally do, what we going to need is for you to fall in line and understand my struggle, my battle, my plight. And that's it. No more, no less. So that being said, my evolutionary mind, this episode This show is just talking about accountability, personal accountability within the circle. We use examples. The other one was the star athlete, and how come, you know, when they have moments where I like to call it PR nightmares, speeding, binging, you know,
They don't have the right
I'm gonna
people
go all the
around
way
them.
back about personal accountability as far as a star athlete, because this is why I even brought it up. I mean, not with today's athlete. I look further way back in the 80s. Lynn Bias. There you go. They did 30 for 30 on ESPN. Great story. Another situation where this guy was the number one pick in the NBA draft.
Right.
Draft night. After the draft, he goes back on campus. It's fine and dandy. Nothing wrong with that.
Right.
He with his peoples.
Right.
He already had an Adidas contract signed, ink, done. He already met Larry Bird with private workout. It was set in stone.
Right.
But that night, his one crush that he do always before he was several $millions richer, right, was he treated himself to his pastime.
Right.
He had his people with him, and they said it. And all the people was around him. None of them told him to stop.
No.
And unfortunately led to his demise. He OD, cocaine.
How you OD off cocaine? That's a lot of cocaine, bro.
That's a lot. So
That's a lot.
and that's a lot of not saying anything.
I think it was. Didn't he have a heart condition too? No. Hank Gathers.
And Boz was ox, strong as a mule, no conditions, sure fire. Just so happened is off the camera, off script. He dibble and dabble and everything else. And just like last week, we always give you all something special. You know, I came in as a guest shot last week. Now we got my man Billy the Rabbit Hole Ricks. What's going on in the rabbit hole? I done saw the silly wabbit. I'm a foot in the building, right? Hey, here we go. Come to you live from CMP. The third force to the triumvirate here. You know, we got a trio. We talking about accountability and whatnot, personal accountability within the circle. We talking about accountability. We use a couple of examples here. One was the example with a deadbeat dad. Everybody in the crew know that he's not ish, but we also know he does try. It's hard to talk to that person because there's a lot of emotional baggage. That person is wound up. Another example we use, my evolutionary minders, was the star athlete. And I'm also saying this in front of my man Billy the Rabbit Hole Ricks. So he can kind of jump right in because, you know, we want him to also enrich your mind with his perspective. So the star athlete, why is it hard to hold him accountable when he does things that could be a PR nightmare? There's a couple names out there. We just talk about Lynn Bias from back in the day, but we can go current. You know, not too long ago, the face of the NBA 2 years ago, Ja Morant. Circle. But unfortunately, everybody riding the gravy train. They riding the gravy train. It's hard to speak up.
Afraid amenities might get cut off.
Ooh, listen, I love being around the human thesauruses that I'm in a room with. You know, because the vernacular in here is going to always keep you on point, my evolutionary minders, because once again, we're going to come at you. So continue, as what you were saying on your speaking point.
Like, oh man, that's crazy because that's like one of my focal points. Like,
Okay.
us accepting somebody because we have monetary gain from what they have to offer. Like,
Monetary gain. Thank you for hitting that bell. I've been
That
trying to
message. That's like you won't never hold nobody accountable as long as you're using them.
Right.
If,
That's
if,
another
if, if you look at them as you want to see them as a better person,
Yes.
like you'll correct their flaws.
Absolutely.
Ooh,
But
drop it.
the fact that you gaining from them,
Right.
yo, that's cool.
Here we go. Now, it puts you in a tight space, right?
Yeah, but you'll correct me because I don't have the money
right,
or the resources to
I'll
give.
say this. There's an extrinsic value that you're getting. There's extrinsic compensation that
Yes.
you're getting. We touched on that where is it easy to kind of give that up? And this is why they don't say anything. But also knowing that person is free falling. I don't even like to use the term spiraling out of control. When you're free falling, when it hit, you know when it hit is going to hit.
And then like everybody that was benefiting from you is not going to be there when you're going through your turmoil. Right. It's like you got to pick your own self up because the same people that you was feeding was only eating because you was feeding them.
Right.
So this is why we say it's difficult, really, when it comes to, because let's be honest, and I want you to pin on this.
Right.
Do you believe today, in today's society, everybody say it so loosely, man, we just got to hold them accountable. Is it more of a cliched phrase, right? A popular phrase for clickbait, or is it something that we are actually trying to do? Is that being implemented?
All right. First, you got to see who's actually saying the word accountable.
Oh, because you gotta live it.
Yes.
You gotta be in a living example.
You can't
Right,
you can't say a word that you don't hold as a standard to yourself.
Boy, say it again.
You know what I mean? Like,
Repeat that. You gotta listen. This is
Message.
you drop a ball.
You can't say a word that you don't hold yourself accountable for. Like,
Say less.
Right.
Say
like,
less.
if I'm going around preaching accountability, that means I'm looking at myself in the mirror
Absolutely.
on a daily basis.
Yep.
Not just when I get to a point or a threshold.
Right. Ooh.
It's every day I'm waking up and I'm checking myself. And I ain't talking about for my fresh.
You understand what this man is doing? Evolutionary minders
You
out
dig?
there.
I'm not talking about my fresh.
Keep telling y'all, the rabbit hole is a serious thing.
You know what I
That
mean?
rabbit hole, we gonna pull you. He gonna give you carrots. You done drop like 7 carrots in 2 minutes. Love it. And that perspective is needed because he represents another different perspective to give you even more clarity on this accountability issue. It's something that we want to talk about all the time because it's stuff that happens in society every day always ties back to somebody being held accountable.
Yeah.
No matter what. Right?
Yeah, like, all right. I got, like, I'm at the age in life where I realized that it was a trap set against us, right? I'm also at the age to realize that it takes us to get us out the trap.
Sheesh. Right.
You know what I mean? The more you worry about what the trap was, the less you're going to see a solution for the trap.
I agree.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yes.
So the trap already there. It's like, what we going to do to get ourselves out the trap?
Crabs in the barrel.
You dig what I'm saying?
And it's hard, Bill, because to be honest, and it keeps coming back to that piece that when we are approached, especially with the people that we are most vulnerable with, it should be easier to have that. Like, there's nobody gonna come into a conversation guns a blazing. Let's be honest. Like, when somebody is struggling with something that they not, here we go. If you're not living righteously, or you're doing things that's off script from who you are, from what people that know you, that you're not being you. You know when you're being confronted, they're not coming with words that's punching you in the face.
Yeah.
But in the same vein, the truth does hurt. And one thing about that is when your mind is kind of convoluted with things because the ill wills got you literally in a holding pattern, it's hard to receive any information when you got all kinds of mental baggage. Uh-oh, we have another moment, P.
You just smack me right.
Message.
Like, sitting right here, like, I tell you, like, your energy hit me different. Like, there's a lot of people that can't get me in no zone like that.
Hey, this is why we link up. Right?
So
Appreciate it.
like, you made my brain jog real fast. Like,
Okay. Listen, I'm running. I got my tri jacket on.
like,
I want to run
so,
with you.
so do the
Go ahead.
truth really hurt, or did the truth hurt those that opposed to it?
That's where it go. I feel.
You understand,
rabbit
B?
Yo, P, I don't
Like,
want to jump in the rabbit hole, but
do it
guess
really
what?
hurt?
The hat is going back because I'm getting in the rabbit's hole, man. I am getting in the rabbit's hole. I'm a character, and here I am.
Because if you willing to face the
This is me in the
truth,
rabbit's
right?
hole.
If you willing to face the truth, like,
I'm talking. Keep talking.
it can't hurt.
I'm stuck.
It can only build.
Oh, I'm falling. I'm going in the rabbit's hole. I'm sorry.
Like, it don't even make you stronger.
It's wild in this rabbit's hole, man. I'm
Like,
not myself.
so I'm like, do the truth really hurt? Or
I
if
don't want to hear that.
that's just somebody rebelling against the truth.
I don't want to hear it. Stop talking to me. Yo, fam, stop talking to me about the truth, man. I don't want to face it.
You see what I'm saying?
Listen, stop coming at me. I'm doing all right.
So I don't even know how you gonna better
Man,
yourself
I'm fine, yo.
if you don't want to hear the
Man,
truth.
You can't.
Get off
You
my
can't
back,
hear it.
man. Please get off my back.
Because all you hear is the things that you're not doing. All you hear is the negativity. You don't hear
So-
the
so you
positive.
don't-
You don't hear the love.
You don't know what I'm going
You don't hear the
through, man.
concern.
So you don't really hear the love in that joint.
No.
You just think somebody just nagging
Right.
and pushed and and pulling on
Absolutely.
you, but they pulling you out of the hole because they see you sinking.
But
Every time y'all talk to me,
you
man,
feel like you're not ready to get out of that hole.
Me about the things I don't do right, man. I'm tired of it, man.
But I'm tired of you
I'm the
not
victim
doing
right
right,
now.
though.
I'm the victim now.
That's the reason why I'm talking to you.
I'm off of it. I'm off of it.
It's like I'm really trying to let you know I care.
Right. No. Are you trying to hurt me?
No, I'm trying to let you know I care.
No, you're really trying to hurt me.
Doubt it.
So listen, Evolutionary Mind. What I just did was just do a little character play on. I was a victim. He's saying all the truths. I'm being a homie that just don't want to hear the nonsense because my mind is just made up right now. I'm fed up. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm sick and tired. Tired of being sick. Tired of everything. Right?
Yeah.
And now you coming to me with all the right things. You laid it down. You gave me a soft landing. You gave me a soft landing filled of cotton. So I can fall and feel secure.
That was down pillows.
Oh, yeah.
That was down pillows.
Right.
Okay, even better.
That was high grade.
I agree. I love it. And even with that, you know how it's received. Because when you're disseminating that message to whoever,
True.
you got to understand, it's in here, it's going in this area. The message you just said, during that whole little exchange, I disseminated. In my mind, evolutionary minders, I said, in this moment, I'm going to go ahead and act like I'm going to show you visually what it sounds like when somebody's trying to get me in line.
Right.
That's a high level of intelligence, right?
Right.
Unfortunately, everybody that you're getting that message to, when they get that message,
They don't hear it.
they're not breaking all that down, filtering and letting it come out the way I just reenacted. Instead,
They're reacting
it
to
came
it.
out. Say it again.
They're reacting to it.
See, when we talk about being proactive,
Right. Reactive.
versus reactive accountability.
Yes.
Be reactive. Here we go.
Right. You
wanna
got to
take it
push
the
back.
streets,
You got to
which
push
we
back
never,
against
which
it.
we never, ever try to put the light on. But I'm gonna give you this with the streets.
You have to.
The streets are more reactionary than proaction.
Why wouldn't they be?
Right?
Though?
So they react, right? When things go on, you take accountability on the streets, whatever you have done, all be making the money, fighting, all that. You get what I'm saying?
Yo.
Message.
So in reality,
Talk to me.
the reality of the scheme of things, right?
Personal accountability.
Emotions really run the streets.
Absolutely.
Still time and personal
There's no
accountability.
logic in the streets.
We're going to keep y'all
Whoa.
on the same path as the streets, but it ties in with personal accountability.
This is when I realized
Yo,
that, you
ain't
know.
that's crazy?
No, it's not crazy.
Listen, what you just had, Bill, was an epiphany.
I never really sat down
And thought
like,
about it.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Everybody react before they
So,
even
Like,
think.
I
think about
got a
it.
question
Yeah.
for you, Bill, because you like a person that just fell victim to reactive accountability.
And because I was proactive, I was already like, no,
See?
I'm not.
Do y'all see
I don't care what I can get the money again, from a
And you
girl
said
to
that-
the
and
money
you
to
said
the
that
coat.
earlier. So
You
we
feel
talked
me?
about
Like,
it
so
earlier.
for me, what I always felt that way, and everybody would look at me like I was crazy. Nah, Pierre's he a pussy, he a punk. Nah, why would I want to fight you over something I can get again? Why would I want to shoot you over something I can get again? It's not about building up my repertoire so motherfuckers are fearful of me. I want people to be able to come and build with me, because I understood that the more of us that make money, the more of us that have what we have, we become greater.
I'm about to do a crazy hook, right? So the
Y'all, they're
so-called
fighting right now, folks. So,
so
my hands up, person jumping in.
the so-called real nigga really is an emotional wreck.
Yes. Why wouldn't he be?
So
P, play off a proactive perspective.
ooh,
He talking from a reactive perspective. I need you to answer everything from a proactive perspective. So battling, we in the arena. Here we go. We guard tying the streets to accountability with two different perspectives. We are live here on CMP.net, here on Revolutionary Mind.
I don't even think they like to hear
The
that.
good brother, Billy, the rabbit hole Rich.
Think about the brothers
Uncle
that
P.
that want to talk to you.
I did real fast.
That want to get things settled.
That's proactive.
That don't
talking from
that
Uncle
don't
P.
have time for the beef, bro.
Listen, take the
Can't
good
make
food.
money and beef at the same
Take the
time,
good
bro.
food.
Indeed.
You feel me? Like that.
indeed.
And when my old head told me that, I said, "Oh, I don't never want no beef. Then I just want
Billy,
to make money."
react.
Nah, boy, I don't care about you not wanting beef.
Don't jump in yet.
I don't care about you not wanting beef.
It's
I've been
accountability.
here before you came out here. This my spot.
Make your argument.
Then I move around the corner and get another block.
Nah, my young boys around there already.
Then I keep moving, bro.
Oh, you gonna have to get away from this area.
Yeah,
period.
I'm going.
Oh, I see you then.
So
See you.
Listen, my evolutionary minders. Do you
I'm
see this
going.
conundrum? This is what personal accountability
going.
looks like. You gotta continue to. Here I go. I'm gonna make a term that's so simple, Billy's gonna bust your mind crazy. You gotta continue to move the goalposts. Keep moving it. Keep moving it. They get close to it, you pull it back some more.
Yep.
You don't come more towards them because once they get there, they're gonna come back in that place that we talked earlier today. That level of being complacent and comfortable.
So one thing that I've learned in
move that goalpost.
All my years of hustling, bro, is that product can be moved anywhere.
So
from a job to the streets to the corner to the main line, everybody wants something.
So
indeed, true.
So I leave.
True.
I'm not gonna fight.
True.
I'm not gonna shoot you. I'm not gonna beef with yo. You cool. You got
that
it.
is a proactive perspective on
boy.
having
It's money out here.
Even though
I'm
the
gonna
man
go
is
get
doing
it.
some things wrong, right?
Right.
And I'm saying it to y'all again.
Right.
You are not in any shape, form, or fashion glorifying that aspect.
No, absolutely.
We like to take these talking points so we can make it relatable not only to that mainstream man. Hey, the dope man listening, guess what? We want to talk to you because we're not bougie. We're not thinking that this information only go to, get what I'm saying?
T.I. said this, right? T.I. said, I went away to make a way. He was beefing with Shorty Low at the time. You know what I mean? But it didn't dawn on nobody what he really said.
Right.
He was like, man, I moved, like how you just said, it's different places and avenues to get money.
Yeah.
Oh, you got the ATL. You from Bay Area. I'm not. I'm going to go
go
somewhere else and get more rich
Right.
So,
than you ever going to be.
now both y'all with this, my two good brothers here, Mr. Rabbit Hole himself and Mr.
Makes sense.
2.0, 5.0, re-imaging himself. Now y'all know how y'all came up with a simple format where y'all both was on different sides of the pendulum, right?
Right.
But in that live demonstration, y'all was able to say, you know what, we want to just keep it moving, right?
Yeah.
How come that's not as simple when it comes to holding a person accountable? How come they just can't keep it moving? And then be able to have that conversation where he's going to stand on his pillar, you're going to stand on your pillar. There's nothing that he's going to say to you that's going to make you come off your pillar and go hang out with him and abandon what you're standing on. Because you built that up over years. You built that over years from, most importantly, not from what people was telling you, you lived it. Your life experiences, you bled it.
Right.
You had a front row seat. You had to make all the variables. Here we go. Life is like an algebra problem.
Right.
Here we go. It's like, life is like a math problem.
Yes, it is.
Holding somebody accountable is like an algebra problem. Because there's so many variables involved.
Yes, sir.
That we don't take into account when we are trying to give that person the good food that we had said since last week. This is where we got to educate our evolutionary minders as far as how do one approach that aspect. This is not all going to be done in one episode because we definitely started early. I get it. And we will establish that time. You'll have at least two of us in here to start. Right. And when it's three, it's going to, that you see that, I think that having
fire.
Have three in the beginning, it might be too much for you folks.
Right.
I believe so.
I like the little impromptu because that adds, I think that's good. And that's something that we'll do.
Listen,
somebody we all coming in, somebody come in, somebody who's down in the beginning, then come in and it changes the energy in the room. That was like a different segment, right? There we go. That still talked on the same topic. And this is coming back to everything. This is why I know that this talking point, that can be a fabric that it's so much more we can uncover.
Yes, it is.
I got a question, right?
Go ahead.
Like, this is no big, like, the preacher allowed to change. The E-man allowed to change. But somebody that you, like, grew up side by side with get laughed at for changing. But this you go to church to hear a preacher talk about how he used to shoot heroin and sleep with different hookers.
Yes.
E-man might have did the same thing, right?
Yeah, but he received different.
But the man that you know change, you laugh at him or try to downplay their progression.
You want to know why people do that?
That's why I'm asking.
That's your question?
Yes.
It's fair.
It's fair because you done pretty much what you did. You set the example.
Right.
They looking at you like, Dad, we doubted you, right?
So the only way to not be scared of something
Knocks
is
you
to
down.
laugh at it.
Yeah, you gotta knock you down.
You feel
I'll
me?
do one bet. Here you go. We want change. That's the old P answer.
Right.
We want to change the fear. What's the opposite? What's the enemy of fear? What's the arch enemy of fear?
I don't know.
You gotta be feared. You gotta be respected.
Yeah.
Right. So let's change that mentality.
Right.
I don't want nobody being feared because fear brings
jealousy.
The illicit stuff.
It bring the devil.
But you
Right.
can't
You can't control it.
You can't control somebody being fearful of your power.
But here
bro.
we go.
Like,
I'm gonna say this: you can't control being fearful of your power, but still, here, you just said the power.
Right.
We'll always go with power.
Respect.
Thank you.
Right.
It's still there. Now, fear is there. It's
Right.
tied in with that.
Right.
And the fear of change is the reason why people don't want to hold those that they care about the most accountable. And all for that fear,
See how I loop back around?
this is what we do. I'm in the rabbit hole with the rabbit.
Right.
Rabbit named Billy.
That John
And
loop
when
back
we fear
around.
somebody like that, you ultimately have to do to that person is what? Blank them. Go ahead, give me the blank.
Respect them.
Thank you. This is why we gotta shock our mind the way we move. Fear, I hate to say the word, I don't like to use the word hate because that's also negative. It's a negative connotation, folks. We
Yeah,
gotta start giving good food with the right type of words,
Right.
so we can hit that angle different. Pop. Let's take that ball of clay, hit over here, and that hole. That's you don't gotta touch that side no more. But when you say those catchy words like fear, anger, mad, all we doing is fueling the person who we're trying to help.
Absolutely.
Can't say why I'm mad at you.
Yeah.
Can't say I'm disappointed in you yet.
True.
You gotta know how to attack this person in a way where give me, I want to land on the all goose down pillow.
You know, like it's baby, like it's baby steps.
Yes.
Like it's crazy because they can be 50 years old. Age don't
come with accountability.
It don't matter
until you are dead.
But you definitely gotta do it like you're talking to a baby.
Know why?
I don't because I'm not a psychiatrist.
Well, I'm gonna fight this because I do have that piece on me, but I'm not even speaking from that vein.
But I would want you to.
I get it, but I'm gonna give it to you.
Yeah.
So one, that transition. When one transition, is that transition happen overnight?
No, because I'm still transitioning.
Life is a parabola.
Yeah.
Up and down stock market.
Yes.
At some point, the market is volatile, right?
Yes.
At some point, you get a hold of that market. It was a bull market, but now you got a hold of it. We find stability somewhere within that market.
Yes, true.
Now we gonna set our mark. We stand there, we plant our flag, and now we watch that do what it do. When we holding people accountable, think about when every one of us hold people accountable. In our minds, we're thinking that person can change off that conversation.
Right.
I can talk to you, hold you accountable with something, right?
Right. Yes.
2 days later, you might slip up. And you slipped up around the person that just said they held you accountable.
Right.
Yes.
Here come when we are our own worst enemies, the people that's helping in the circle. We become the judge, the jury,
And the
and
executioner.
the executioner.
That's why I don't judge nobody, bro.
It's hard, but it's hard.
No, it's not.
When you're no, hear me out.
Go ahead.
It's hard. Not saying it's hard not to do. It's hard when it's in your vulnerable place.
What did God give us? One thing that God gave us.
It was
Freedom
the
of
option to
choice.
choose. That's it.
Free will.
Yeah,
Free will.
choice.
And because God gave us free will,
Go ahead.
because the Creator gave you free will,
I like
how
that.
can I be mad at the choice you made?
Yes, sir.
How can I judge you based on your choices, your circumstances, your upbringing? I can't. I had a conversation with my cousin the other day. He was like, yo, I was at Philly. I seen some old lady get carjacked. I said, you seen the old lady get carjacked?
help her?
No, it wasn't about helping because the guy had a gun.
Right.
The only way to help there is to kill the guy.
Or scream.
Or scream, he gonna shoot at you.
Yeah, but
you feel me?
Whistle, he ain't gonna shoot her.
I'm gonna mind my business. But
Right, there you go.
for him, he was like, I was trying to figure out like why did he do that?
Right.
When he carjacked the lady, he gave her a pocketbook out of the car. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not trying
Like,
to take. I just need to get to where I gotta get at.
so I said he was running from someone. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes when you think about this little situations that make up a bigger situations and you see somebody doing something, most carjackers, if they got the car, they got the pocketbook, they
Take
good.
everything. Right. That wasn't a carjacking.
He just wanted
He
the
needs-
car.
He needed wheels to get out of where
So
he
he was in a rush to go.
He
So-
probably was in danger.
right.
He was in danger. Ain't no
You
problem.
you don't think about
You
that.
doing all that, you
Right,
moment.
right.
You got some heat on
Yeah,
that.
and you got
and
the
he
conscious
said-
mind to take the pocketbook out.
Right.
And
He
hand
got
it.
in the car and he got back out and he handed her the pocketbook and he put his hands up like this.
Right.
You feel me? Like
I'm not
he
trying to
wants-
hurt you.
I'm
taking your car.
I gotta take this car. I
I'm
need
taking
this
your
car.
car.
You feel
Right.
me? Like so.
Right,
I said. So if you would have stood up and tried to stop him, bro, he probably could have got killed.
Right.
Or you could have got killed too.
So sometimes we don't. Here we go.
Don't judge.
Sometimes not even judging. Sometimes on your journey, P, and this is hard for anybody that stand up, because when you're a stand up dude or woman, we all fall into the same pattern. Sometimes we gotta just sit back, and trust the process. After you have said something,
Learn
once you
that.
said your piece, you don't gotta oversaturate.
Learn that
You don't
too.
gotta drill. You said it. He or she have heard you. Now, whether they receive you fully
Right.
in its entirety, that's a whole different story.
Right.
But we gotta. I feel as though when it comes to the accountability piece, the people that's disseminating the message, we gotta find a different approach. Because the person that's ill will, they ill will, so they're not in the right headspace to even fix themselves the way they need to fix themselves. So I'm putting it on y'all, us. How can we change the way we approach those uncomfortable conversations? And the first thing is having the empathy, understanding their lens. So when you're saying these things to them, it won't be taken in a negative vein. We gotta choose the right words, because all it takes is one trigger word and we shutting down. We are shutting down. I'm packing up the tent. I'm exiting stage left. Do not call me. Do not text me. Leave me alone. I'm off. I'm off of it. I'm going into the rabbit hole.
I told my son coming up, he should always be coachable in every part of life.
Yes.
Different stages that you walk in as a man. You feel me? From your childhood to your pre-adolescence to your adolescence to your adulthood to your fatherhood to your husbandhood.
All that.
These different phases that you walk in life, they all require different sets of skills.
Yes.
But there are skills that piggyback off the last skills that you
Off
should
each
have
other.
mastered.
You
You,
need 'em.
understand
You
what I'm
need 'em.
saying? Like, so when you're coming up as a kid from 1 to 7, you learn to communicate.
It's
You feel me? You
the
learn
basic-
you learn to communicate. From
basic foundations.
you first start crying as a baby.
Yes.
Why are you crying? You know why you're crying. You're diaper. You're hungry. You feel me?
It's
Or
a
you
form
want
of
somebody,
communicating.
or you want that familial touch. You understand what I'm saying? Then as you continue to grow, you start talking. Now, depending on how people perceived your crying, that'll let them know how you'll respond. Whether you're yelling, fussing, screaming, hollering. You feel me? Like, you ain't paying me no mind. Yo!
Right.
You feel me? As a little kid, you'll do that. So growing up as an adolescent, you learn, right, how to decipher the things that you brought with you and the things that you have to drop.
There you go.
So
It's
like
a lot of good food. So
for me,
listen.
it's all about understanding that, right? And if
So-
you understand it, it makes everything better.
notice how through this episode, as we talk about accountability, if we start off by saying we gotta approach the person, yada yada, all the cliche stuff that everybody know when it comes to this accountability
Right.
thing, that's what we do.
Right.
As we traveled on this journey, look at some of the things that we're looking at now because we're trying to change that narrative. We're not even looking at the person who we are talking to. We're
Right.
holding ourselves accountable with that trusted messaging that we're gonna give that person.
Right.
That we're gonna have to check what we say to that person first.
Right.
How do we do it? It's not just softening your stance. No, you're not softening your stance. It's that you're just doing it in a way where it's going to be received.
So, would you want to find out where that person at mentally
Yes.
before you even
Always.
start the
I
process?
think that you have to put one in your circle, right? So
Yeah.
you got a front row seat with all the ill wills.
That's a better.
And then here we go. And I kind of understand where you're coming from. You saying, at what point do you come in because you don't want to see your person spiral out of control?
Right.
Yeah.
My man, you won't have that kind of talk. You don't tell your man you don't have that talk. Just on some GP, right? You don't gotta be the bleed out joint, but you always get that quick chin check like,
Right.
oh, you all right? You good? You know what I mean? I'm good, man. You know, it's just that whole
Nah, I don't think you good, bro.
right.
Yeah.
That's it.
See.
When do you have that conversation? Are you asking that?
All right.
You saying how do you?
We all sitting here right now,
Right.
right? I'm gonna drop my guard. I'm gonna be vulnerable right quick.
Right.
For like a week or so, right? You know what I mean? You know, my sister passed away in my hand when I was
Condolences.
giving her
Absolutely.
mouth to mouth, right?
Right.
So like this whole week, like I've been talking to her, my dad, and my brother
Okay.
in the spiritual realm.
They still here.
You know what I mean? Like they been in my dream heavy. I'm like, what the hell?
Conscience.
Right.
Here you go.
I'm like, what's going on? Like, I can accept them not being here at all, but
They in your head.
they in my head heavy though.
That could. I'm gonna say this, but that
Like
could
heavy.
come from all the stuff that they were instilling in you, and that you pull from them, and that you hold on to the most. You keeping that alive by living it, and in the moments it gets triggered when you're thinking, going through those things, it just pops up.
Right.
And there's nothing you can do about it because it's so relatable. Because however long you had all them people in your life until they moved on, you had all those extensive years of hearing that same programming. So you've been programmed to kind of move a certain way.
Got you.
So then when you, like you said, sometimes now they're not here, right? Does it go away after they spent 30, like especially your parents been still in you? You get what I'm saying?
That joint embedded.
It's embedded. So that when you talk, you have them, I like to call it eureka aha moments. Like, my dad used to say it to me all the time. And now you say it to your kid. Mom told me that was going to happen. And now it happened. And you start laughing like, wow.
Gotcha.
And if they not here, thank you, Mom. I wish you was here to hear that. Thanks, Dad. That's a salute.
Gotcha.
But once again, there's still a foundation that you had somebody driving the force. We are 3 black men in this room that had our parents actively involved in our lives on so many levels. And I'm going to say that with accountability because our parents were very accountable and making sure they paved and blazed the trail. Even though, let's be honest, they didn't know what the hell they were doing because it was back then. It was harder now than as far as getting information out than it is now.
Yeah, true.
They couldn't go to Google. They couldn't go to AI. They couldn't ask Siri. They can't go to Wikipedia. No, there's a manual.
All
And
library.
like you said, rabbit hole, that thing was embedded. Today's society is not embedded because it goes back to what we talked about last week, and I'm not going to digress. I just like showing how this thing ties. This show ties everything on your way of life. We can just sit here and have a conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
They won't say a real conversation about taking accountability, what
Right.
we talk about today. Associating and identifying gender identity when it comes to the workplace. Right? These are all things that you still got to hold yourself accountable, have an identity.
Right.
So it's always going to tie in, no matter how you cut it. Because coming in next week, I'm sure in the next 7 days, we all going to be tested with some accountability issues.
Yeah.
We just happen to choose today as a good way to kind of, we want to enlighten our evolutionary mind.
You know what allows you to be held accountable? I always ask myself, who am I?
There you go.
I like that question too.
You feel me?
Introspective.
Always
I like that
ask
question.
yourself, who am I?
Yes.
Right?
Introspection is real.
Because you can change at any time. You feel me? Like, if someone comes to me and says, yo, P, I didn't like the way you handled this. I need you to handle it a little bit differently. And I would ask them, well, how differently would you like me to handle it, right? Do you want me to handle it how you would handle it, or you want me to handle it how I would handle it,
This is what
right?
we want to do.
Right? So I always ask myself, who am I, right? You know, I came up when I was running the streets with a very, you know, a playboyish
Yeah.
mentality.
Right.
You feel me? Like I had
It
many,
was fun. It was just fun.
many females. You understand what I'm
fun.
saying?
You
Like
living life with fun.
it was fun, right?
That's it.
And when I started the radio station, it really didn't change because my mindset didn't change because I never asked myself this last 3 months in this radio station, in this building, in this space that I've been questioning, who am I? You feel me?
We
And
still define that as we speak.
bro, and as I rock with that, I've had people come to me and say, yo, I need you to do this better. I want you to do this better. I need you to do this better. So I tell my friends, my brothers, the people that I stand next to, don't ever hesitate to hold me accountable, bro.
There you go.
If I'm not doing something right,
Let me know.
let me know. If you
Jeez.
feel like I should change something, let me know. Because if you're not holding me accountable, how we going to continue to move? We can't move.
How can
That's
you
why-
can't build?
And this is why
Ain't no building.
we are in the place that we're in. So we can build on that. And we want to
Please.
build on that topic. You know, obviously, is this going to come up from time to time? Because I'm sure we're going to get hit with these things. And
Bro.
here we go. It's going to trigger something.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Holding somebody accountable, it's a very traumatic experience.
Absolutely.
Because guess who carried more of the weight? The person that you holding accountable is
Yes.
yourself.
Yes.
The person that we want to get the message to,
Right.
they living footloose, fancy free.
I
They on their own timeline.
think we hold like the person that
Is holding
hold
them
the person accountable, hold them more weight for the simple fact,
Because
like
you're bringing the issue forward.
yeah, and
Right.
you like
Right.
you watching their demise from the outside.
Right.
So it's really your job to
Right.
yo, you going downhill.
That's it. No, that's it. You gotta go no further.
Right.
Cause we got the option to choose.
Yeah.
That's good food. Revolutionary mind.
Yeah.
Evolutionary mind. I'm gonna get it right. Don't worry. It's only episode 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get it right. You are called the evolutionary minders because when y'all tune in, we want you to evolve in both mind, body, and most importantly, your soul.
Yes, sir.
Here live on CMP.net across the board. So accountability. I think we had a nice journey.
Yes, we did.
And definitely, I like how the rabbit hole just came in and swooped in.
And this ain't gonna be the last time we talk about this.
And listen, we're going to bring it up because, one, I think that good food, you got to continue to build on it.
But before we end this show,
Talk.
so throughout this week we've had a lot of people talking about the murder of Charlie Kirk.
I knew you couldn't help
Right.
yourself. I knew Uncle P couldn't help himself.
Not that I couldn't help myself,
I couldn't help himself.
but I just want to take
We
a
love you,
second.
Uncle P.
I just want to take a second to get people to understand who we are as a people.
So here you go. This is your chance to have your. I'll give you a 2-minute rant.
Thank you.
Go off. Go ahead, get into it.
Since the dawn of time, black people have been it.
Okay.
The builders, the helpers, the lovers, the fighters. Whether you were brought to this country on a boat, whether your forefathers trekked from Africa to America, however you are here. Our disconnect, our beliefs in different things, right, that are really placed in front of us by the superior people, right, are put here to confuse us, to have us walking around blind. Whether you're Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, Catholic, whether you're straight, gay, trans, whether you like blueberries or strawberries, apples or oranges, crunch berries, Captain Crunch, all of those are decisions.
Yes.
One decision that we cannot make or change is the color of our skin. I hope and pray that Charlie Kirk is able to go to a space where he feels loved and appreciated. I didn't know who the hell he was because I had disconnected that much for the last year. I unplugged and I posted it on Facebook. Sometimes it's necessary to unplug, disconnect, and retrain your mind to focus, right?
Yes.
So I haven't been on the news. I don't know what's happening on CNN. Everybody always come to me, yo, you got a radio station. Why this? I brought in too much energy over the last 6 years, too much energy into my brain. And when my mom died, I just felt lost. So I had to disconnect so I can relearn all over again. I'm seeing this from Charlie Kirk. I'm hearing what he just had an opinion. But then I thought about our opinionated leaders.
Yes.
And how they were struck down.
As martyrs.
As martyrs for us, but in all actuality, they were struck down so we didn't have leadership, so we lost ourselves, so we couldn't find ourselves, so we couldn't reach out to our brothers. And then they put all these things, material things, in our face. The Gucci's, the Louis, the sneakers, the clothes, the cars, the houses. They put all these things in our face and had us going after them instead of going after us.
The ultimate misdirection.
I want my people to understand how much I love them.
Thank you. We love you.
I want my people to understand how much I want them to be great.
Oh, no doubt about it.
I want our children to understand how special they are.
Because they are. They are fuel.
Without unity, we don't get anything. Without standing next to your brother, I don't care if he want hot coffee and Dunkin' Donuts. Yo, why his coffee ain't hot? I don't want nothing. I don't want you to give me a donut until he get hot coffee.
Right.
See, his problem is my problem.
Synergy.
Because it's going to be my problem later. After they wait on him, they going to come to me. If they ain't got hot coffee, what I'm going to get?
Now you got to wait too.
So let's get his problem fixed first. Let's share our issues. Let's share our
Synergy,
problems. Man. I tell people all the time, bro, religion is a personal journey, bro. You're going to take that with you. And when you go in front of your God is going to ask you questions.
Yes,
He's not going to ask the people that's standing next to you, the group that you're in.
You're
and
going to be by
that,
yourself.
Right?
Lockstep and key.
Believe in your people. Help your people. It's not about you gaining because, we in this rat race to make more money, to be something that we really can't even be. We really can't even be. Yeah. So if you have a penny, a quarter, a dollar, a $5 bill, you should be sharing that with your people, right? So you can get more back in return. You can't get anything without giving. Yeah. You can't get anything without giving. Right. So I wanted to make a post. I wanted to talk about it, but I said no, I wasn't, because I don't really know who Charlie Kirk is.
Well, it's not our plight.
Right. And then I've seen a couple videos of him, right, talking about what he was talking about. Right. And I get him. That's how he felt. He was 31 years old. He was from Utah. Was he from Utah? He was from, so in your own home state.
His last major speech was about the Epstein files. That's all you need to know.
So he's gonna leave that alone.
That's
At the end of the
his
day-
last major speech was
Listen,
about
at
the
the end
Epstein
of the
files.
day, evolutionary minders, yes.
Oh, I
These
didn't know
moments-
that.
We had these raw moments, and even on this sector here,
Oh.
Uncle P will have his moments where we'll give him 2 minutes to bleed out. And then if you zoom in at him now, you got the V-water look, because sometimes you bleed out, you got to get your sugar levels back up, right?
Oh, man.
But long story short, listen, we need to be unified in our own right. Synergy, the sum of the parts, are not greater than the whole. You got to come together and unite. That being said, thanks for tuning in to Revolutionary Minds. Our evolutionary minders, always awesome just sitting here with you, and hope you got some good food from today's episode.
Absolutely.
As usual, you will hear from us again 7 days from now. Just make sure you tune in. But without further ado, the good brother, my man Billy the Rabbit Hole Ricks over here. We are Audi like 5,000.
Oh, man.
There you go. And my man P, salute. Any parting words for you, good brother?
I just need y'all to have a good day, man. Like, everybody don't wake up. I'm telling you.
Talk
Everybody don't
about that
wake
in the
up.
beginning.
We talk about that?
So, like, enjoy your day. Like,
Please.
enjoy your day, man.
Go out there, man.
Like, and love on each other. Hug a brother or a sister.
Thank you.
Message.
Hug a brother or a sister.
Hug a brother or a sister. Even if you don't like them.
Thanks.
Especially if you don't like them. Just give them a hug and let them know that you care about them, that you think about them,
It
bro.
don't take too much, man.
It really doesn't, but we live in this world where they want us to fight each other. And I don't have time for fighting anymore. So cmpradio.net, man. This has been a great show. Again, Revolutionary Minds airing every Saturday from 10 to 12, man. We want y'all to have a great day. We want y'all to give good energy. Today is the Peace, Love, and Unity Festival. You got Kiki Wyatt performing. We got people from the city down there performing. Jay Sutton is hosting. Nasir Leach is hosting, man. This is brought to you by the great people over there at City Hall. Fred Green and his whole conglomerate of people. We got ReWorld sponsoring them. Shout out to ReWorld. We got Pico. We got Safe Corridors, man. Let's get over there, man. Do I got a flyer for that? I don't even think I got a flyer for that. Nope. I apologize. But make sure you come out today, man. Make sure you celebrate the city of Chester, the many vendors, spend a couple dollars, help a couple people, and talk to a couple people, man. cmpradio.net, man. We're out of here.